Greetings, everybody. I am here in the nice Scharnhorst class battleship built by the Germans, obviously. And this battle did not turn out as I expected. It's pretty fun and amazing because at one point in time it looked like that we were actually kind of down, and well, we were, but still, that's kind of besides the point. So we are here in the Scharnhorst, the original Scharnhorst class ships. You had the 11-inch guns, which are currently mounted on the ship at the moment, but they eventually upgraded them to the 15-inch because this was considered a fast battle cruiser capital ship, and I'm not surprised why they do that. So the music that you're hearing is by Miracle of Sound, Gavin Dunn. Great performer, loves video games, loves making games about video games, except for this one. This is actually one of his first songs he's ever done. His own version of Somewhere Over the Rainbow. Now, back to the action. As you can see, this is the typical map. What map are we on here? I keep forgetting. Trap. Yeah, this is a typical trap map. And surprisingly enough, not everybody decided to go to A except for the Pensacola. This is rather unusual because usually the teams do the grand fight for A. Whoever wins A wins the game. At least that's how it's always turned out for me. Yep. So I start off with the AP loaded because why not? I'm a battleship. You expect to have AP loaded. You expect to attack, from the range and have a grand old time in doing so. So, first request is to attack the Leander. Nice look go from this point of view. No one wants to see me focus in. But of course the Leander disappears into smoke, so why why'd I attack the Leander? Very, very slow and boring start. In the meantime, about the new updates coming out, I'm kind of liking the updates when it comes down to having the smoke extend further for the Royal Navy ships, because well, I always had a hard time slowing down fast enough to already be able to settle into the smoke, and I always kind of annoyed me. Alright, so in the beginning here we do trade-offs. There goes our Mahan. I do a whopping 700 points of damage on that destroyer before he disappeared from the smoke. And let's see, I think we have another trade coming up. Yeah, the Sims is what I'm trying to hit. But of course I load HE because, well, you're attacking a Sims, you're attacking the destroyer. And I set him on fire. Yay. But he, at this point in time, has already used his repairs because he got hit by the Mahan before he died. So we do a trade-off. We got the Z-23. I shoot here. I damage him one more time, and I think, okay, I'm not going to worry about damaging him again because he's burning. And there's my first kill. I'm kind of surprised they're not releasing the Pan-Asian build. And there goes Arcade. So we have a nice, one-to-one trade-off. You take our destroyer, we take your destroyer. So here I am doing the British thing of setting fires with the battleship. Why? Because the Scharnhorst has a 25, I think 30% chance of starting fires, which is effective in its own. And not too many people use that. I mean, in the very beginning, discovered that the what's it called? Dunkirk has a great fire chance, and that was in the game well before the British ships came in effect. So here we are. I set fire to the Scharnhorst. Of course, he's already put it out already. So it's like, let's try to set more fires, but he disappears into the smoke. Oh, by the way, Pensacola did not survive the Battle of A. When it's off by itself, it's not really effective. Yeah, I used one of my heals early. I know. I tend to use my first heal when I got quarter down damage and to bring it back up. I had 5 heals, so why not use them? Well, I set fire to the Eisenhower, who I think automatically puts it out. Nope, he's burning for a while because he's a smart battleship player. He is not rather misfocused. There's that Leander again. Can't get him. There's the Hipper. I know there's an Aoba around here somewhere. I just don't know where he's at. And he calls. There's the call for attack the Hipper, attack the Hipper. Well, about half the ships could not hit him because they're all behind rocks and islands and other, you know, things blocking our view. So right now this is looking like it's not going to be a high scoring game for me. I was kind of disappointed that. I mean, I'm a slight average player and anything above 60,000 damage always feels good. But mind you, we're only what 7 minutes into the game, 7.5 minutes or 6.5 minutes of the game, and up to 34,000 damage. Okay, so maybe it'll be a good game. So I decided to take this wide instead of going the inside track there because there's too many battleships already on the secondary flank, and I'm trying to get a good angle while preventing my angle of my ship from being destroyed, but I'm not being targeted, so easy. But then the Bismarck appears, and I was like, oh, crap, I could have set him on fire. Yeah, I tried. I mean, who wouldn't? Yeah. Also, as you can see, we have some really nice people. You know, he killed him, and then he respawns back by saying, yeah. It's, I don't know about people nowadays, and when it comes to smack and back talking, it's just horrible. You know, sportsmanlike conduct doesn't exist much in PvP games, but what can you say? Alright, so the Oyoba appeared. And I got my HE rounds ready, because while I was shooting for long ranges. And so I should be getting my AP ready. Nope, still HE. I mean, what was I thinking? So here comes the torpedoes that were from the Aoba, which our battleships did a good job at, you know, dodging them. And there was another call here to attack the New Orleans. Okay, yes, let's attack the New Orleans, but only the Bismarck, Charles Martel, and our Kiev can see it. Yeah, that ain't gonna happen. Alright, so here, I'm coming back in. I was thinking about coming up the channel here to, you know, because there's only 2 cruisers there, but decided against it because I wanted to go in and help cap A. Had my HE loaded, now I'm back at AP. Leander didn't quite set his smoke properly. This is where the advantage of the new update that's coming out tomorrow, actually, that will help the Leanders and most other British battleships to get their smoke in properly. And thus I secure my 2nd kill. Yeah, it was a group effort. We all did great. So that's another reason why I didn't turn in, because I saw the New Mexico was backing up, so I figured let's go in. And I'll cap A, and oh look, awesome hit in the Oba. And of course I can't shoot anymore, because I got reload, and New Mexico's slightly in the way. Now I used my repair here because I wanted to shoot at the Aoba, and I couldn't. The New Mexico eats those torps that came from the Leander, and which eventually costs him life. So TXT clan is with themselves, and we lose another the Fuso to the Bismarck. We got their Fuso still. We got their Akatsuki. I was gonna say TXT is, you can see, are both teamed up together, and yeah, you'll see what happens next later on. One gets upset. All right, so I got HE loaded, got broadside to Bismarck. Come on, let's set some fires. My damage is only at 58,000. Oh yeah, Fuso was even worse damage. So that's two things you attack: the strong and the weak. Fuso was weak. Next is the Bismarck, whose secondaries is trying to light me up as I'm trying to, capture the point. And of course, every time he hits me, it resets the secondary. It resets the cap. I switched to AP. Now here's a mistake I made. I should have saw those torps be launched. I didn't see them because the Bismarck is going to hit full broadside unless he turns in, and I should have turned my torps inward instead of outward, which would have been a better shot against the Bismarck. So right now I just got to settle for my secondaries attacking him because he's already now trying to dodge and not firing his main guns at me. So yeah, that was just a horrible torp shot on my part. And I'm running against the island. Got a great hit on there. Right there on the 5 of my 9 shots. Did 11,000 damage. You gotta love when that happens. Yeah, I was hoping. I mean, get down to 16 seconds. I use my second heal, so I haven't healed a whole lot. The Aoba is now going around chasing our Kiev, and I not pay attention. Scharnhorst and Scharnhorst kiss. Isn't that silly? Got lucky and not hitting the choppy. I really did. And their Bismarck goes down. So I'm up to, come on, 80,000 damage. I want to break 100 because you always want to break 100. It's a fun thing to do. Alright. And I was like, oh crap, torps! Never mind. They fell short. The Akizuki was not adjusting range properly. And I was trying to see if I get lucky hitting the Scharnhorst. Yeah. One hit. Okay. That got me up to 82,000 damage. And I get a captured flag. Sorry, I had to take a drink. Alright, so I'm obviously spotted by either the Gneisenau, no, not the Gneisenau, well, the Scharnhorst or the Akizuki. The Akizuki is here somewhere. So it's take the broadside of a Gneisenau or the bow of the Scharnhorst. I decided the Gneisenau because it was backing up, and unfortunately he started going forward after I made my shot, which means I got less effective hits. So now I'm going bow in on the Gneisenau because I don't want to be broadside to him, but the Chappie does something that I don't expect him to do. Keep charging into me. So I have to now turn broadside to the Gneisenau. Good thing is the Scharnhorst is broadside to me, so I have a chance to shoot shoot that Scharnhorst. Yep, we bounce hips. Alright, so I got the Scharnhorst. There we go. Now they're saying attack the Aoba. Well, the Aoba is way out of my range, so, and my field of view, and I'm paying attention to the Scharnhorst. Come on, I mean, look at that. They just took out the choppy. But the Aoba is still moving in. And this is where things get kind of weird, because now I'm doing secondary to secondaries against the Scharnhorst. You know, of course, he's lighting me up. There's Akizuki. He's looking too nice of a broadside hit, so I shoot him with the secondaries, and I get him. There goes my Confederate. Alright. So now I'm broadside to the Scharnhorst. The Aoba's still getting closer. I'm just being boxed in. You know, there's the torps I was expecting. And I launch that, and then something amazing happens. My secondary set the Aoba on fire. I don't know how it happened, but it did. See, there's the fire. And torps on the Scharnhorst. The Scharnhorst is able to dodge it. What? I don't understand what's going on with him. And I just sank the Aoba with my secondaries. And the Scharnhorst moves in. So I got one flesh wound. There's torp hit, second torp hit, second flesh wound, and a Kraken. I got double flesh wounds and a Kraken Unleashed. That is absolutely amazing. So now, where they were up power-wise, you know, a cruiser and a destroyer against Scharnhorst and a Gneisenau, that was awesome. I actually got hit, and as you can see, Mr. Rogers left his teammate. He didn't want to stay out the rest of the battle, but they all end up quitting too. They all end up leaving their own divisions. So now it's a matter of watching this ship sink. Alright. So here's the Charles Martel. He is, you know, hoping that the primaries of the Gneisenau is as effective as always. You know, 2 of the 6 shots. Got 6 cannons. And the accuracy of a, you know, I can't really say that. It'll get me in trouble. Yeah, let's just say they just can't hit the broadside of a barn with a shotgun. But the Charles Martel is still hoping that the accuracy is still off. And the Eisenhower is trying to cap, which starts, you know, looks if both stay in the lead there. The Kiev is trying to get into the mix, trying to set this thing on fire, and they're not doing it. Not having any success at trying to set the Eisenhower on fire. Got 3 minutes left. They're still in the lead by, you know, 4 points? Yeah, 4 points. And all the Eisenhower needs to do is pretty much stay in the cap here. You know, turn into the Kiev so his torps won't be as effective. You know, turn in for the Charles Martel so it won't be effective. And he's hoping to get the broadside to get all 6 guns to hit the Charles Martel. And in doing so, he leaves the cap. I think, yeah, pretty much. If the Gneisenau pretty much stayed inside there, I think he could have survived, and we would have run. We would have won. You know, they would have won the game. But since he didn't, it pretty much secured our teams their victory, in a sense. You know, it becomes now run and hide, run and hide. We have the lead, and he is well outside the circle, and the Kiev is definitely doing what he's supposed to do. He's staying and hiding in the breaches, but also by staying here, he prevents the Gneisenau from capturing the circle. So it's a matter of just hiding. And the Charles Martel, being the nice French ships they are, they have a speed boost. So he is running like crazy. Now, normally he would stay out of sight, but he keeps on shooting his guns instead of staying out. So now, since he's running, no more, he is definitely out of range of being sighted, and our ticker keeps going up higher and higher because we got 2 caps to the 1, and this pretty much seals the rest of the game. This was rather surprising. You know, as I got 115,000. Yeah, okay. Why not take the pot shots? We got less than a minute left. Who wants to win? We got, even if he kills him, we still get the victory points. He has to be able to kill 2 ships in less than 40 seconds at long ranges where the accuracy of the German vehicles are not there. So, with that note, I am going to say goodnight and be safe until next time.